Hey y'all, hey, this is Marigold Pennies. You're watching my channel, Marigold's Universal Perspectives. Today, I wanted to give you guys a pick card reading, which was inspired by a song that I was channeling that I was not familiar with. So what was coming to me today was this melody of a song by Tyla, Tyla. I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with her, but the melody was coming to me today, and then all of a sudden I started to sing the words, "Truth or dare, are you prepared yet?" Now, mind you, I don't know the lyrics to this song, but I kept repeating that same line in my head to the melody of Tyla's song, "Truth or Dare." And the vibe was giving like sun vibes. It was giving summer vibes. It was like I was preparing to show myself to the world. I was getting ready to shine. I was getting prepared for something. And it also felt like Spirit was posing a question. Like, okay, you've done all this work now. What are you waiting for? Are you not prepared? Or are you prepared yet to see what is coming to fruition for you? And it, like I said, it was giving very summer vibes. Obviously, it was giving heavy summer vibes. And I feel like something is bearing fruit for the collective who is watching this video. So that's the whole inspiration or story behind today's pick a card reading. Truth or dare, are you prepared yet? So that is Spirit's question for you guys this summer. I feel like this summer, a lot of things are going to come to fruition. I feel like we are working hard and playing hard at the same time. I feel like we're going to have fun doing the things that we are planning on doing. I feel like there's a lot of things that's coming to fruition. Something is bearing fruit for us this summer. And I feel like it's like, I dare you to be great. Okay. So now in front of you, you will see 3 piles. 3 is my magic number. 3 is a holy number. If you don't know, but that's another story. So in front of you, there are 3 piles that you will choose from. Now, I'm going to be honest. Some of you guys will pick more than 1 pile. But I'm not going to say which is which. But I feel like some of you will pick 2 piles. Okay. That's what I'm really feeling in this reading. Some of you may pick all the piles. Doesn't matter. Whatever resonates, that's for you. Take it and go. So, like I said, we are choosing from one of 3 piles, or whatever piles resonate with you. Okay, so let's get into how you can pick these piles. All right, so if you made it to this part, you are going to sit and get comfortable right now, because you are going to ground right now and focus all of your attention on the vibe, on the intention that I introduced for this reading. Think of summer. Think of what you're preparing or planning to prepare. Think of the goals that you're setting. Think of your accomplishments, okay? And Spirit is asking, are you prepared yet for what's about to come for you? Okay, let's think about that question. What's coming up for us? What's the revelation? What is rising up for us? What is Spirit bringing towards us? I want you to focus on all of that. All right? You are feeling very confident about something that is coming to want you to take some deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, and keep going until you feel like you are just grounded with yourself, grounded with this summer, sunny, confident, courageous vibe, okay? Think about everything that you have accomplished. Think about how grateful you are to be here right now. And at this time, I just want you to focus on the POW that is really jumping out at you. Something may vibrate, something may tickle your fancy. Something is drawing you to this POW right now. Okay? I just want you to sit with that. And I know you have a POW set in your mind now. You plucked it up, and now it's landed with you. This is your POW. And those of you who are more of, I need something to help me pick a POW, no problem, I got you. So, for POW 1, I am going to set out a crystal for you to help you pick and choose, okay? To help you channel the energy today, all right? First POW, we have Phantom Crystal. I like this. And I set my intentions to really just pick a crystal that some of you who are more clairvoyant, help you pick a POW with Phantom Crystal for POW 1. Oh, that's not gonna stay, don't worry about it. POW 2, we have Red Aventurine. Alright, I'm getting beach vibes with these crystals for whatever reason. POW 2, Red Aventurine. And last but not least, POW 3, this is your crystal, Aquamarine. Alright, this is giving ocean, sea vibes. Alright, very light. Okay, Aquamarine for POW 3. Alright, I'm gonna let you sit with those POWs with the crystal on them. Again, POW 1, Phantom Crystal. POW 2, Red Aventurine. And POW 3, Aquamarine. All right, y'all. I'll see you in your pile. Hey, y'all. Hey. This is POW 1. If you have picked POW 1, you are now watching POW 1. Thank you all so much for watching this channel, watching this video. I really wanted to set my intentions on this reading today. I feel like this is very important. I feel like this is need to know. I feel like this is something, the confirmation that you guys, particularly in this POW, have been waiting for. So POW 1, this is your POW. This was the indicator, Phantom Crystal. Okay. If you're not familiar with this crystal, I challenge you to do your research, look it up. I feel like that is very significant for some people who have chosen this POW. Okay, so like I said, I really wanted to do this reading inspired from the channeled song that I was talking about in the intro, Truth or Dare by Tyla. And I feel like this reading is going to carry the energy of like summer revelation. Something is ripening. There's movement, you know, authenticity, stuff like that. So let's see what is the overall energy for you guys. So what truth is rising to the surface for you guys this summer? Okay, this summer, what truth is coming to the surface or rising to the surface? Okay, I forget this one. All right. Appreciate. Truth that is rising to the surface this summer. Appreciate. I recognize the light in my life and focus my thoughts on the beauty within and around me. I give thanks for every little thing that brings me joy, knowing that gratitude inspires me more, and not inspires me, but inspires more positivity. Surrounded by abundance, I am deeply grateful for all that life has blessed me with. Okay, that is the truth rising for you guys this summer. This energy is given like, I am just so grateful to be where I am right now. I am so grateful that I don't look like what I've been through. Amen. I am so grateful and appreciative that now I've done, you know, steps 1, 2, 3, or I've seen X, Y, and Z, and now I get to appreciate where I'm at. I appreciate where I was. Okay, that's the energy that's giving. That is the truth, the overall energy that is coming up for Pound 1. So there's a lot of appreciation, a lot of gratitude. You guys are really taking your time out every single moment or every single day to give thanks to God, to give thanks to yourself, to the support that you have. There's like heavy gratitude energy, okay, for all the things that you've been through. Lotus flowers could be significant for you guys, or for those of you watching this pile, spiritual baths could be significant for you as well. You could be a person who makes sure that their energy is clean or cleansed pretty often by taking spiritual baths, or you could be drawn to the water or water spirits, period. Okay. All right. Ask for help. The truth that is rising to the surface for you, you are being asked to request help from another. You do not need to deal with this issue alone. There are many people who want to help you, but it's up to you to bravely ask for their support. It's a sign of strength to reach out. Do that today. So although you are grateful for all that you have been through, the steps that you have taken, the obstacles that you have faced, I feel like you've been alone on this long journey. Okay. I feel like you appreciate all that you've been through to get you to this point. But now the truth of the matter is you're on to the next phase in life where you are going to need some extra hands, some extra support at this time, because something is really blooming and blossoming for you this summer, whether that be June, July, August, some of September. But I feel like you are being definitely asked to ask for help. Now, this help could come in the form of for whatever reason, I'm hearing something about grant writing. You may have a program or a non-for-profit or a business that you're starting up, or maybe you're looking to grow your business some way, somehow. And you can't do everything alone, right? You need support. Okay, so maybe you could be in the mindset of, okay, I need to ask for help. How do I ask for help? I could do grant writing, apply for scholarships, okay? You could be going back to school for something. You could apply for scholarships or financial aid. You could also be asking for help from your spirit guides and ancestors, okay? They see the journey that you have been on. They see all the obstacles that you have faced, but just know that you are not meant to do this alone. They are here to help, okay? Spirit guides and ancestors are an extension, okay, of you. They are the middleman, if you will, in the spirit realm. They are there to help you get the support that you need, the resources that you need, protection, whatever have you. And I also feel like this help that you should be asking for or maybe asking for could come from family, whether it be monetary or just thoughts and prayers, or you can go to a therapist, okay? But that's the truth that's rising to the surface for you this summer, is although you have been on this journey thus far, you have so much gratitude for where you are right now. Just looking out, you know, it looks like she is walking. I'm not sure if you can see that. It looks like she's walking, you know, in the water and just looking out beyond. It's almost like she's not looking forward, but she is looking at what was in the past for her, okay? She's looking at all the things that she's been through, and she's standing there in appreciation of where she's at right now, okay? But not only that, the truth of the matter is you're going to need a little bit more help for this next phase, okay? Think of it as, oh, sorry, I bumped my camera. Think of it as you're a gardener who just started out gardening and whatever. But now the next phase is, okay, I want to structure my garden in a way that is more organized, where I get to plant herbs that, you know, can coexist with each other, that help support each other, okay? Okay, I need help with some type of contractor who's gonna help me structure this garden in a way that is, you know, very beneficial. So you're gonna call in assistance, okay? That's the truth of the matter. All right, the next question we're going to ask, because I really want to focus on, you know, certain areas of your life right now, about what's coming up for you, what's heating up, what's coming next. So, life update. I want to know what's blooming, what's blossoming for you guys, what's coming alive for you. Walking unscathed. You were fortunate. A trap was laid, but your wisdom kept you from falling into it. Amen. Amen. Okay, again, remember how I was stressing about, you know, you going on this journey, doing things for yourself. You're being, you know, super vigilant, or dare I say hyper vigilant, very independent, you know, thus far, and you're just standing there, you know, right here, right now, being so appreciative and just grateful to God that, woo. And I said in the beginning, I'm grateful that I don't look like what I've been through, okay? Walking unscathed, okay? That is blooming, blossoming for you, is to know that everywhere I go, I am in my sacred space, okay? Just having the confidence, because orange is giving me sacral vibes. Sacral vibes is where your womb space is. That's really where people can feel safe, confident, reassured. strengthened is in that space. Your creative space is in your womb, okay? And I feel like this energy is giving, you're walking in confidence right now to know that you are loved, you are cared for, you are supported, okay? That is what's blooming and blossoming for you at this time. To know that everywhere I go, no matter what, I am protected. I am walking in my journey in these steps unscathed, okay? I love that for you. I love that for you. Okay, let me bring down these cards. I'm like, hello? Okay, can you all see that? Awesome. All right, and I really wanted to get another card to help channel the question, you know, what is blooming, what is changing, blossoming for you guys this summer. Forest bathing. Ooh. All right, I'm actually going to take some time and go into the book that goes with this deck. What's blossoming for you? Forest bathing. Okay. This card comes from this deck, Earthcraft. All right. So when I asked the question, what's blooming, what's coming alive for you, I kept thinking about, you know, bearing fruit. And this goes back to the gardening example that I mentioned earlier. And I did mention to you guys, like, you could be someone who loves to take spiritual baths or who might be into herbs, but it feels like this could be a callback to what I was channeling earlier with you. But look at the details. See this person? She has a nest in her hair, and something is about to come alive, okay, for you guys. Something is cracking open. You're giving birth to something. Forest bathing. The number 10 could be significant, or the number 1 could be significant. Could be your birthday. Could be the number of years you have been trying to accomplish some long-term goal or whatever. This could also be, for whatever reason, someone could be coming up on the 10th anniversary of being sober. Congratulations. Congratulations to you guys. I really wanted to make sure I say something on that because it's coming up. All right, but let's look it up. Forest bathing. Forest bathing is the practice of spending time surrounded by nature and connecting to the spirits of the forest to find calm, renewed energy, and well-being. It has recently been popularized by the Japanese term Shinrin-yoku. But this practice of honoring the sacred spirits of nature is something many, if not all, indigenous cultures have in common. Being immersed in nature allows us to feel the restorative, healing energy of trees and other sacred plants in our minds, bodies, and souls. Away from busy city streets and stressful work days, Mother Earth feeds our senses and spirits in ways that we forget are possible during our everyday lives. If you have pulled this card, it is because your soul is longing for grounded nourishment, self-care, which is often the first thing we discard when life becomes overwhelming and the to-do list piles up. So be mindful of the foods you eat and how you treat your body. Listen to your body's needs. Your body's needs, Listen to your body's needs to rest when you are tired, to love when you feel desire, and above all, to respect the earth that supports you. Seek soul nourishment. by being connected with nature and embracing the splendor that is around you. Okay, I really love this. So again, although you are so appreciative of what you've been through, now it's time for you to ask for help, knowing that you have been supported and protected in your journey thus far. It's time to really give yourself a break. Nourish yourself with, nature vibes. Okay, go outside this summer. It is going to do you some justice. Go outside, accept that party invite. Go to a museum or go to some type of atrium or garden somewhere. It's really time for you to go out and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay, stay connected at this time with nature. Like I said, if you're a gardener, for whatever reason, I gave that example. If you like gardening, if you like to work with herbs or take herbs or eat herbs, do that, because it's going to help you be nourished. It's going to help you to stay focused and definitely remain in that gratitude mode this summer. Okay, so that's what's blooming, that's what's changing and coming alive in your life right now, is that you are going to really take time to nourish yourself. Okay, that is so important. It's going to be very, very important for you to do that, especially for your mental tenacity this summer. Okay. All right, let's move on to your finances, your abundance. Okay. What question did I have? I said, where is abundance trying to find you this summer? Okay, I want to know. Okay, you got money coming in, you making money moves. What we doing? What moves are you making this summer? Okay, what abundance is trying to find you? Investments. Okay, investments. Investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. Invest wisely. Okay, and I really want to go back to this ask for help. Okay, this doesn't necessarily have to be about money per se, but I feel like what you need to be doing in order to remain abundant is to ask for help. Okay, make an investment in yourself. Okay, by asking for help, by nourishing yourself. All right, invest in practicing gratitude. All right, those are investments. Now, for the financial aspect, you could be just getting into stocks, hedge funds, stuff like that, which I am no financial advisor, but I feel like those who are into the stock markets or whatever, it is very wise for you to make certain movements right now for the next 3 to 6 months. Okay, that could be significant for someone. All right, but if we're strictly talking about finances, invest in yourself, invest in the stock that you've been looking at. All right, you set aside some money to do so, but you haven't yet pulled the trigger to buy a certain said stock, or you want to probably invest in someone else's business. You probably want to invest time in some type of business plan, or just plain invest in yourself, whatever that looks like for you. Okay, investments, when wisely chosen, are going to be so beneficial for you this summer. Okay, I strongly believe that. All right, and I really wanted to ask Spirit intentional questions for you guys. And the next question that I had for Spirit when it comes to your spiritual development is, what is Spirit trying to excuse me, I'm speaking too fast. So Your throat chakra could be significant in this pile. Your throat could be dry, or you could have had some sore throat or coughing issues recently, because I feel like my throat is dry and I feel like I've been stumbling over my words a lot. So, excuse me, I have to take a drink of water. Hydrate. Message. All right. All right, let me stop being a goofball. But anyway, the next question that I asked Spirit was, what are you trying to awaken within this pile? Okay. Set clear boundaries. Ooh. Empower yourself by setting limits, such as saying no to a request or socializing less. This kind of self-care creates more respectful, healthy relationships. Okay? Spirit is trying to awaken in you your force field. All right? They're trying to teach you how to protect you. You are the fruit. Okay? You are needing to be nurtured right now. You are the fruit of the tree that is, blooming and blossoming this summer, okay? It's like Spirit is asking you to connect, with the right people. Spirit is asking you to walk in confidence, knowing that you are supported. You are being elevated right now, okay? Spirit is trying to awake in you, your self-empowerment, knowing what you are worth. All right. Again, there seems to be some theme here. Walking unscathed. Okay, you walked unscathed because what? You knew your power. You knew where to spend your energy at. You knew who to connect with, to ask for help. All right. For the next 3 months, you want to reinforce that, because you are the fruit, okay, that is ripening from this tree. You could have a lemon apple tree in your vicinity or in your backyard or something like that. That could be significant because I'm seeing it right now in my mind's eye. But Spirit is just really trying to tell you, because you are doing so many great things right now, you are investing in yourself, you need to protect yourself, okay? Spend your energy, your time wisely. I am so sorry, y'all. Everything has been up out of the frame. Let's correct that so you can see. All right, make sure we see all of that, okay? And the next question I wanted to focus on for you guys today was surrounded with or by love and connection relationships. So, of course, if you're single or in a committed relationship or marriage, I want to ask this next question surrounding love. Okay, the question I asked, what truths about love, connection, or desire can you no longer ignore? Okay. Playfulness. All right. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Okay. What did I say about going outside, being with your people, accepting the right invitations? Okay, playfulness. Spirit is really wanting you to get out and play, but do so mindfully, okay? Do that knowing that you have boundaries. Do that knowing that you know where to spend your energy at, okay? Playfulness, all right? This is the desire that you can no longer appreciate, okay? You worked hard, but now it's time to play hard, all right? That's very important for you to know this summer. Playfulness. You're investing in yourself this summer, okay? They're daring you to invest in yourself, to take care of yourself, all right? To have more confidence, to nurture, you know, yourself, because you are the fruit, all right? And I am going to wrap up your reading with this last question. And the question that I had was, are you truly prepared for what's coming next? All right, I want you to remember the intro of this video, the theme, the song I was channeling, okay? Are you truly prepared for what's coming next? Look at that. A big fat yes. All right, Queen of Swords. All right, remember how I said Spirit wants you to just focus on yourself, nurture yourself. And I said it's going to be really beneficial for your mental tenacity. Queen of Swords is about being focused, sharp, with intent, right? All right, I want to use this deck of tarot for both me and you guys, so that way we can both really get deeper in learning the tarot. Okay, Queen of Swords, to answer the question, are you truly prepared for what's next? Yes, I feel like you guys are more than prepared for what's coming next for you guys, especially over the next 3 to 6 months. All right, I'm going to read what's down here. It says, thought dominates feelings, perceptiveness, keen insight, fair judgment, right decisions. Now is the time to stand up for yourself and be clear about your wants and needs. One who has suffered loss, okay, and hardship. Remember how I was talking about you don't look like what you've been through, okay? If you don't know, I had mentioned lotus flowers. Lotus flowers grow in the most unique conditions, very hot, humid, muddy waters, okay? That's what I was talking about earlier. This is just a callback. This is just confirmation, all right? An intelligent, witty, analytical woman. Or if you are a man, you could also stand in this Queen of Swords energy, all right? Doesn't matter. But yes, you are prepared more than for what's coming next for you, all right? Truth or dare. I dare you to see what the end is going to be, okay? That's a line from an old spiritual song. If you don't know, I grew up in a very spiritual church, so I may say things that may sound country or very, very old and obscure, but those things I carried with me, and I'll continue to carry them with me and share them with you guys. But I believe the old song is like, I believe I'll run on and see what the end is going to be. So that's what the energy is giving. I'm going to keep going because thus far, I've been through some shit, excuse my French. Okay, but now I'm ready for the next phase, all right? I know that I have the love, the support that I need. I have everything that I need to keep going. Walking in reassurance, walking in confidence, and having the mental tenacity, you know, to keep investing in myself, because I am what? I am the fruit. All right. So that is your message, Pile 1. Thank you so much for watching. And stay tuned and go to the next pile if you feel like you need to watch another pal. And also, be on the lookout for more content for me. But thank you again so much for watching. Bye. Hey y'all, hey. You are now watching Pal 2, Group 2. If you have picked Pal 2, this is your reading. All right, and this is just to confirm that you are watching Pal 2. This is the crystal that I set out for Pal 2, Red Aventurine. All right, these crystals, as I said earlier in the video, was giving me beach vibes, okay? Or Red Aventurine could be significant for you guys. I dare you to look up Red Aventurine and see if it's significant, and, you know, with you. All right, but we're going to go into a series of questions that I had asked Spirit. And again, I want to reiterate the inspiration for this reading came from Tyla's Truth Adair song. The melody was with me for most of the day, but it seems as if I made my own lyrics or Spirit channeled a lyric. Truth or Dare, are you prepared yet? Okay, so let's dig in, go deeper, and ask a series of questions that I came up with. Okay, so the first question that I had for Spirit was basically about your overall energy. All right, what truth is rising to the surface for you this summer? All right, this summer, what truth is rising for you this summer? Unconditional love. Ooh. All right, I love the imagery here. All right, let's read. I release all resentment and open my heart to see the good in everyone. I perceive the pure child within others and practice forgiveness, knowing that love and understanding creates the foundation of true connection. Unconditional love. That is the truth that is rising to the surface for you. All right. Reassess. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy and what don't. It's time for some life cleanup. All right, the truth that's rising to the surface for you guys in Pal 2 is that you are really, or I feel like you have been weeding out different people, ideas, habits out of your life. I feel like you have done some cord cutting. I feel like you've done a lot of shadow work over the last few months, and Spirit is just telling you, okay, because you are who you are, you also have to understand people show up in whatever current state that they're in for whatever reason. And it's up to you to have it in your heart and mind to be more forgiving, graceful, and understanding of other people's perception or what they've been through. No matter what's been done to you, this is definitely giving me big forgiveness vibes. I forgive you. I'm moving on. Forgiveness is for myself. I'm releasing you. I'm letting you go. I'm doing myself a favor of loving me by letting you go. That thing that you are letting go could be a person, place, thing, idea, habit, or the version of you that no longer serves your highest and greatest good. Like this is like checkpoint almost. Because I'm looking at this clipboard with the check mark. It's giving I'm at the checkpoint now. All right. I'm going to read this unconditional love message again because I feel like it needs to be heard again. I release all resentment and open my heart to see the good in everyone. I perceive the pure child within others and practice forgiveness, knowing that love and understanding creates the foundation for true connection. Okay? This is knowing how to love yourself at any point in your life where you're at. This is knowing how to love from a distance as well. Okay, this is giving almost Mary Magdalene vibes, almost, I feel. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, pal, too. All right, now, where was I? Unconditional love, reassessment. So you're at a checkpoint right now in this stage in your life. That is the truth that's coming to the surface. The truth is that your heart has grown. Your heart has been stumped on. I'm going to be quite frank. But it wasn't all in vain. And it was for your highest and greatest good to experience certain things, whether that be a person in a commitment or family relationship or a job, or just experiencing what life was like, you know, when you were operating out of your ego self, out of your shadow self. Okay, like you have learned to love at a distance. You have released and let go, cleared out, certain things that do not serve you at all. All right, I feel like Spirit just really wanted to stress that this is the truth that's rising to the surface for you. All right, let's dig in some more. All right, so what's the 411? What's the update with you? The question that I then asked Spirit was, what is blooming, blossoming, or coming alive for you at this time? Vortex of change. Engage with the vortex of change, where energies swirl in transformative dances, molding anew. Ooh. All right. Yes. This is your checkpoint, right? That's what I was describing. So what's blooming, changing for you guys is that you are basically in the midst of a paradigm shift. You see that leaf that's in the middle? That's you. You see how you took a leap of faith. Okay, let's say you're the leaf that just, fell from the tree and landed into the water. All right, because you decided to surrender all, to release from what no longer serves you. That tree that you were on no longer gave you the nutrients that you needed, right? So what did you do? You released and let go, and you fell into water. Water is cleansing. Water carries nourishment. Water, carries messages for you. Okay. And I feel like when you fell in this water, you activated change, a transformation. All right. You see the ripple effects because you decided to change. The world around you changed. Okay. That is what's blooming, blossoming, coming alive for you right now. Not only you change, but everything else around you has changed. We are reassessing your environment. We are reassessing what's needed, what must go. I'm going to do it again. Your cards are out of frame. Okay. Y'all see that? Okay. But again, this is what's changing and blossoming and blooming for you. Is basically you made a choice. You made a choice to love yourself unconditionally. And you also made a choice to love something or someone at a distance. Okay? And I'm really getting like a heavy cord cutting energy. Like, if you're not familiar, those that know. Cord cutting is this new age terminology where we are releasing what no longer serves us anymore for our highest and greatest good. You could have done some type of cord cutting affirmation. Okay, like this right here is it's reminiscent of cord cutting affirmation to me. Okay, I release all resentment and open my heart to see the good in everyone. All right, this is about forgiving. Okay, forgiving yourself for being in an environment or with someone that didn't really do you any justice. That's why you had to surrender. You had to fall. Okay, but Spirit caught you and is supporting you right now in the midst of this change. Okay, and because you did that, you are being rewarded with unconditional love. All right, by who? You, yourself, by God, your spirit guides. Okay, and let's keep going. What is blooming? What is blossoming for you guys? Okay, darkness. I got two cards actually, but look at this though. Darkness, thunderstorm. What is blooming and blossoming? Okay, vortex of change, unconditional love. I'm going to read from the book because I feel like these two cards are very important for you guys who have picked Pile 2. All right, let's read from the book. All right, and also number 6 could be significant for you guys. 6 is about and can be about unconditional love. 6 carries the energy of Venus. Okay, it's about harmony and balance. Okay, when you are trying to balance out your life, some of that energy, what you're trying to do, when you're trying to change, it's not the easiest thing to go through. It's not all love and light when it comes to harmonizing and balancing out your life. Okay, you have to destroy, cut cords, deny, say no to a lot of things. You could, you know, be in a mind state of darkness, but just knowing that I'm deciding to let go of this darkness. I'm deciding to let go of this storm. And because you did that, you are in the midst of this immaculate change, okay? And again, are you the pal that I mentioned, Mary Magdalene? I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway, let's go back. All right, number 6 card, darkness. It says darkness. And disclaimer, I don't want you guys to be spooked by the word darkness. All right. Quiet as kept. When you're in your mother's room, is there a light bulb on? No. You are surrounded in darkness when you're in your mother's room, okay? Just keep that in mind. Darkness is not evil per se. Darkness is womb space. It's the void. It's in that period in the middle, the eye of the storm, where it's dark, where it's calm, all right? Things are getting ready to come to the light for you guys. I just feel like I wanted to point that out. All right, back to the book. Confusion often comes from an inability to face how you got to where you are. There's so much to process and heal from in this past or in the past that there simply isn't enough space to make room for the future. Reassessment. Facing your deepest, darkest secrets may seem like a terrifying task, but when you are lost in the depths of the shadowy forest, you must clear the thickest of complex emotions and fear that the block light from showing you the way. Let me read that again, y'all. Okay, facing your deepest, darkest secrets may seem like a terrifying task, but when you are lost in the depths of the shadowy forest, you must clear the thicket of complex emotions and fear that the block light from showing you the way. Okay, so basically, yeah, we were already talking about this anyway. Darkness has come to you because some answers are not ready to present themselves. You may be blocking blessed illumination through patterns of denial or a desire to run away from a situation. It might seem like the easier path to try to outrun your secrets, but you can never truly hide from yourself. Unhealed wounds from your past will slow you down. Do not allow these wounds to cause you to doubt your judgment and sense of direction. You do not have to try to heal all at once. Simply slowing down and acknowledging the hurt. Okay, what was I talking about earlier? Simply acknowledging the hurt is often enough to begin a major transformation and see a glimmer of the moon's light peeking through the canopy. So, yes, that is what's blooming, coming alive for you, is that the answers will come. And trouble don't last always, as the old folks say. You may be in the midst of darkness, not knowing what's going to happen next, but just know that in spite of what you've been through, you still have to love and appreciate where you are, who you are, and love those, certain people at a distance, and love where you were at a distance. Okay, it's like giving honor to what was, so that way you could be present in what is for you right now. Unconditional love. Okay, this is your checkpoint. You're realizing where you're at right now. All right, everything's changing because you decided to make a change, and that may seem a little bit dark for you because you don't know what's gonna happen next. You don't know what else is changing because you decided to make a choice for yourself. Everything else around you is changing and shifting. All right, and I did say you had a second card, thunderstorm. Okay, this is giving, again, in spite of what I've been through, okay, I'm loving where I'm at. All right, you see this man, this beautiful man, look like he's dancing in the storm. It seems like there were times where he had to struggle, obstacles, but yet he's still gonna dance in this storm regardless. All right, let's read from that passage. The number 39 could be significant. You could be 39 years old. All right, that breaks down to number 12. 12 could be significant, or the number 3 could be significant as we further break down the number 39. 39. Thunderstorm. Thunderstorms can feel like the end of the world, with rain pouring down, visceral booming thunderclaps, and the jagged streaks of lightning splitting the sky. There are moments in our lives like this too, when change is so thorough and complete that we can't do anything else but surrender. Okay, remember I was giving that story about you falling from the tree? Surrender. All right, there are moments in our lives like this too, when change is so thorough and complete that we cannot do anything else but surrender and trust all will be well in the end. These storms, both in sky and in our lives, present danger, but ultimately they clear the air and make space for better clarity and focus. Rude awakenings bring clarity to a consequence of our actions or lack of action. Beliefs and values you hold dear are put to test to determine whether or not they are strong enough to hold you as you transcend to your next level. Remember I said you are at your checkpoint at this time. Okay, this is just confirmation. Thunderstorm is a warning that you are or soon will be in the midst of a significant change and upheaval. This is a time to put faith in a higher power and trust Mother Earth. The events are out of your control, but you can still decide how you navigate this storm. Trust that what is taken from you, hello, amen, will be replaced, and what is lost is only what you didn't need. All right. Again, this is what I was trying to channel earlier in your reading. Like you've been through child, but that's okay. All right. You're in the midst of something great. Something's great is about to happen for you. Now, let's move on. Let's talk about your money, your abundance. And I wanted to ask Spirit this question. Where is your abundance trying to find you this summer? Where the money at? What did that dude say? Where the money reside? Where the money reside, okay? Home-based. Ooh. Home is the harbor of the soul. It's the safest place you can be. Change your environment. There is nothing but change all up and through your reading. Okay? So, I'm getting a couple things from this oracle card about your abundance. So, this is about feeling safe in your sacred space. When I think of home, I think of a place, not me starting to sing the song from The Wiz. The Wiz could be significant for you guys. When I think of home as being your safe space, your haven. This is where you feel supported, protected, nourished, all that. This is where I can lay my head down and rest. So not only are you reassessing what's going on in your life, you decided to change yourself, but you also decided to change, where you're at physically. This could be you switching jobs and wanting to work from home. This could be you starting a business out of your home. Or this is just plain like investing into a safer location somewhere. Okay, you might be thinking about moving somewhere else. So you're deciding to change your environment. So that way your spirit can be at peace, okay? Because the home is definitely telling. The home is an extension of you. All right. And if your home is not a safe space, if your home is not well kept, chaos can ensue. So that's what's happening right now as far as your abundance. Okay. As far as your abundance, where is it trying to find you? It's trying to find you when you decide to change where you're at. Change your environment, your surroundings, the people that you talk to. Once you decide to excavate the friendships, the mindsets, the old habits, old ways of thinking, you know, you are your sacred space or your safe space. You are home because you decided to change. Everything else got to change, okay? Because you are deciding to elevate and release and let go of all that doesn't serve you anymore, this is going to force you to change everything that is around you. All right. I don't know. You could also be a property investor as well. That's coming up when I'm looking at this card. But definitely it's giving, we need to move. All right. So that way we can be operating, you know, as our best selves. You could want to move out your current neighborhood because you don't feel safe. But overall, this is, you know, basically your abundance will come when you change your environment. Once everything changes around you, it's going to do nothing but support your growth as it is. All right. And speaking of growth, I wanted to ask a question about your spiritual growth, all right, or your development. So the next question I had was, what is Spirit trying to awaken within you right now, right? Release other people's emotions, okay? Again, this is change, cord cutting, release and let go. No longer serves you, pal. I mean, I feel like Spirit, your higher self, your spirit guides and ancestors, God is just, they're all working together. You know, it may seem like a tornado or hurricane going on right now, but it's all for your highest and greatest good, y'all. All right. What is Spirit trying to awaken within you? They are trying to tell you you can't carry other people with you anymore because you yourself are deciding to change. You yourself are basically, you're choosing yourself. That's unconditional love. Release other people's emotions. Ask yourself, is this emotion mine? Exhale uncomfortable feelings that are not yours so they don't linger in your body. Inhale light and space, okay? Remember how I was talking about darkness? All right. All right. I feel like this is also pointing to your own energy, how you're being weighed down by other people's perceptions, their projections on you, or you could be, you know, weighed down in the depths of something that happened to you, but you have yet to, you know, forgive that situation or forgive that person, but you're still holding on to that. That could be a dark time for you. Because if you're in a dark space or a deep dark space in your mind, what do you think your environment is going to be like? You're going to point out things around you that are not working. You're going to see the worst of everything because you are in this particular mind state, okay? Holding on to things, thoughts, or things that don't even belong to you, things that you don't need to carry anymore. All right, release other people's emotions. That is what Spirit's trying to tell you, basically to protect yourself. All right, Spirit is calling for you the gift, they're trying to awaken the gift in you where you get to observe but not absorb. All right, especially during this time. You know how when a woman is pregnant and the old folks say, you know, don't let nobody touch your belly. All right. Pregnancy is very, very sacred. All right. It's a private matter because as the woman who is carrying the fruit, all right, that energy is sacred. Don't nobody else needs to touch it. That is you. All right. So consider yourself in the womb right now, getting ready to come out into the world. You're getting ready to give birth to something, but it's not ready to come to fruition yet, all right? I feel like you might be in the second trimester, or you could actually be pregnant, y'all. You could be in the second trimester right now, and this is at a point where you need to be mindful of where you're at, who you're around, what you're doing, because you don't want to absorb outside influences or entities, all right? That's what Spirit's calling you to do right now. Awakening that gift of observing everything around you in the midst of chaos. Take only that resonates with you, all right? That's what they're trying to do to you right now. Not to you, but for you. Is have the opportunity to release all that doesn't serve you, all that you cannot take with you. You know who doesn't need to be in your life. You know what doesn't need to be in your life right now. You know exactly what Spirit is talking about. For whatever reason, I'm seeing a car, a blue car, that could resonate with someone in this pile. That could just be confirmation that this reading that you're watching right now is for you, okay? Or trigger warning. I'm also getting a vision of someone who is living in their car, who you could be unhoused right now. In abundance, we're talking about home. We could be moving into a home finally. All right. And I feel like there's a story behind this too. I feel like this individual who has been living in their car for some time has been through a lot. This energy is very, very heavy. Those of you who resonate with this message, this is strictly for you. I feel like maybe for one or two persons who is watching this pile, excuse me. You could be unhoused, but getting ready to be moved into a space that is right for you. And I feel like this came at a time where I feel like other people didn't have faith in you or didn't want to invest their time and energy into you. Okay? I feel like those people who were around you fed you so much bullshit. But you can't take that with you now because you're about to be in a new space. All right? All right, but you don't quite know it yet because you feel like you are in the worst of the worst situation. All right, but that's okay because you're about to be so blessed. All right, that message is strictly for those who have experienced homelessness or who are unhoused right now. That message came in so strong. All right, now let's talk about love for you guys. All right, what truth about love, connection, or relationships, or desire in this pile can you no longer ignore? What is it about love, something about love that you can no longer ignore? Time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. Like I said, all right, this could be talking about how unconditional love, all right? When I think of the term unconditional love, I really, for whatever reason, I'm focusing on self-love for whatever reason. This is just strictly about you, all right? You have to be patient and give yourself grace. Unconditional love at this time. They don't want you to force anything at this time because what? You are in the womb space right now, all right? You are not ready to pop out. You are not ready to give birth to something just yet because what? You are in the vortex of change. Give it time. Give yourself time. Give yourself love and grace that you need right now. Don't try too hard. Don't stress yourself out. Don't hold on to people's projections or perceptions of you or your situation. All right? Give it time. Because next thing you know, you are going to be living a completely different life than what you're used to. It's just going to take some time. All right? Love takes time. All right? Unconditional love, that is. All right? Roses could be significant for you in this pile. And I know I'm looking at red roses, but I'm seeing yellow roses as well. This could be significant for someone in this pile. So that answers the question, what is the truth about love that you can no longer ignore? The truth is love takes time. All right, it really does. All right, real unconditional love. I want to put emphasis on that. Whether you're trying to call in, you know, your soul tribe, whether you're in a relationship or marriage right now, love takes time. You could have had a rough patch with someone, and you know you're in a mindset of forgiveness. Please do so, because really forgiveness is for yourself first and foremost. All right. And this is the ending of your reading. And to end your message in pile 2, I wanted to ask this very last question. I wanted to ask, are you truly ready for what's coming next? That is the question. Yes. Are you truly prepared for what's coming next? You got the World card. All right. Number 21 could be significant for you guys. Break down to 3. Remember I mentioned 3 earlier. Okay. Or you could be the age of 21 or have a child that's 21 years old. Okay, take whatever resonates with you. The answer to the question is, are you truly ready, prepared for what's coming next? Yes, you are. All right. My eyes are being drawn to this right here on the side. It says, what I've been working for is already done. Amen. All right. I really want to say everything is in divine order, as my old folks used to say. All right, when I was coming up in church, everything is in divine order. The World card. All right, something is coming full circle for you. Something is coming to fruition for you. And this is the root chakra. This is about, you know, having new foundation, a new home. All right, values, belief systems. You're reassessing everything. You're on the right path right now. It's just going to take time for this love, the love of yourself. Okay? It takes time to develop patience and love, forgiveness for yourself. It really does. All right? You don't rush, you know, shadow work. You don't rush cord cutting or releasing. All right? What you want to do is be intentional. All right? The World card: success, achievement, accomplishment, travel, completion, fulfillment, sense of belonging. All right? Sense of belonging, wholeness. All right? Yes, you are prepared for what's coming next. I don't think I need to dwell on anything else. In spite of where you're at right now, God is with you. Your spirit guides are with you. You are to observe, not absorb outside influences or people's thoughts or perceptions of you. You are not to hold on to all of the wrongdoings or whatever that has happened. You are not to hold on to that. You are supposed to release and let go, surrender, okay? Because you are deciding to surrender. Spirit is catching you right now. Spirit is taking care of you right now, because what? You decided to take care of yourself. You decided to release. All right. And with that being said, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your patience. If this reading resonated, let me know down in the comments. But stay tuned if you are wanting to watch the next pile or another pile. Thanks. Hey y'all, hey. You are now watching pile 3. This is your pile. If you pick pile 3, this is your pile. And this is your crystal that helps you channel into this pile 3, aquamarine. All right, if you aren't familiar with aquamarine, you may want to work with this crystal. You may have a crystal aquamarine bracelet that you're wearing, or some type of charm. Aquamarine could be significant for you. All right, let's get cracking. So I really was, like I said in the beginning of this video, inspired by this song that I was channeling, Truth or Dare by Tyla. But as I said before, I wasn't singing the actual lyrics to the song. I don't know necessarily the lyrics to the song because I had to look it up. But I was singing the melody, like I said, and the line that I was singing to my head, although it wasn't the actual lyric, it said, "Truth or dare, are you prepared yet?" Okay. Now, we are going to go through a series of questions trying to get the 411 lowdown on what's happening for you right now. All right. Let's open this up with the overall energy. All right. What truth, guys, is rising to the surface for you this summer? Which one? I want to go with this one. Peace of mind. What truth is rising to the surface for you this summer? Peace of mind. Through love, release, and inner reflection, I find peace. My perspective is gentle and loving, and I approach each step with confidence. In moments of fear, I remain brave, knowing that peace resides within me. I love this message. All right. I'm envisioning you just, I feel like, easygoing in this pile 3. The truth is, like, you're in a better place. You are in a better place right now, and that is great. That's the truth of the matter. All right. I feel like I'm almost jealous because I want to be like you. Whoever is watching this pile, you have come to the point now where you have some peace of mind, or that's what's coming up for you this summer over the next 3 months, June, July, August, some part of September. You are coming to a place where you're at ease with yourself at this point. Okay. Patience. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong. And there's a reason why things aren't aligning in the way that you want them to in this moment. Have patience. It'll eventually work out. I feel like easygoing. Like I don't know, you've mastered something in your journey at this point. And I think that's patience. You've mastered patience. Like I said, I feel like in this pile, you are easygoing. Like, life is good. All right. I am choosing to see the good. I am in a place right now where I am at peace. Just knowing that no matter what happens, everything's going to work out for me. Point blank, period. And I love that for you. I love that you are at peace with something, with yourself or a situation, or where you're at right now. You are balancing, you know, patience right now. You're balancing how things are in the works for you. All right. You're learning not to control things. And when I'm looking at this symbol right here, it's making me think of the settings icon in your phone. You know, settings is how you want to have your phone be set up, what limitations or specifications you want on your phone. But also, this heart symbol is, I feel like you are balancing surrendering and knowing that things are going to work out. All right. You're not controlling the situation, but you're knowing that everything is going to work out. All right. Yeah, this person is really loving the fact that they're being patient with themselves. They know within their heart that something is in the works right now. They're being patient right now. All right. Symbolism is everything. All right. And life update. Wanted to ask the question with Spirit about what's going on with you. What is blooming? What is blossoming for you right now? All right, I got these two cards. What is blooming? What is blossoming for you right now? New heights. Let your connection with Spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. Again, this is almost giving like I'm flying. I'm flying high, confident in following my intuition, because birds, they give me air energy. Air energy is, you know, thoughts, intentions, mind energy. You could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini in this pile, but birds could be significant for you. New heights. You, like I said, you've come to a point where it's like you're taking the high road, okay? You just know that Spirit, that God, your spirit guides, ancestors are working in your favor. And because of that, you have a different outlook on life, all right? You're flying high, all right? Which reminds me, what is, I believe that's by the group called War, and they have a song called Flying High, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but those of you who are music heads, I'm hearing the song Flying High. So that could be confirmation for you that this is your pal. All right. What is blooming? What is blossoming for you right now? Oh, yes. I love your energy, pal 3. Look at this. You are sacred. All right. What is blooming? I feel like just she is oozing. Like, I am so loved, so cared for. I am precious. And therefore, that brings me peace of mind. I am patient with myself. All right. I am graceful with myself. I love your energy, pal 3. Okay. You are sacred. Number 44 could be significant for you as well. All right. That is what's blooming, blossoming for you at this time, is that you know that you're being taken care of, because what you have reaffirmed to yourself, that is, it's just so peaceful in your pile. Like, it's actually quiet in my house right now as we speak. Okay. The grace that you have, I am loving it. You, like I said, you have taken the high road. You are not looking back at something. You just know things are going to work out for you. I love that. Love that. And because of that, because you are in this mind state of, you know, having a peace of mind, knowing that you are following your intuition, you are grounded in your spirit, you know that you're being taken care of. You know that because you have this mind state, or you're in this state of being, that this is going to bring you abundance. So I wanted to ask Spirit this question about your abundance, about your money, your finances, okay? And I asked, where is abundance trying to find you this summer? Because remember I said this song that I was channeling, that I was inspired by, it was giving me summer vibes, y'all. Okay, so what abundance is trying to find you? Oh, gambling. Excessive gambling can have dangerous consequences. Don't risk too much. Yes, exactly. That's where your abundance is trying to find you. You know how to spend your energy. You know that you are sacred. You don't force too much of anything. You just know things are going to work out for you. You take risk, but not so much that is at the expense of your sacred energy, your peace of mind. All right? That's where your abundance is coming in. That's where you thrive and feel alive. Is that, yes, I know how to take a gamble. I know how to sit and wait and see the fruits of my labor when it's time. But I risk and invest into things in my life, but I don't risk my well-being. Okay? And I love it. All right? Next, because you got two cards. Independence. Manage money yourself. Independence guarantees security. Don't depend on others. Like, it's giving I'm me, I'm her, I'm him type vibes. You are sacred because, again, this is about you feeling good, feeling great about where you're at, just knowing things are going to work out for you. You're trusting God, you're trusting yourself. You are laissez-faire, but still, you know, in the midst of everything, just balancing stuff out. All right. Independence. This is where your abundance is trying to find you. Is where you know how to manage yourself. Okay? When you control your emotions, you control how you react to things, everything else seems to be clearer. You know how to navigate, all right? And that gives you the security that you need. 44 is giving heavy protection. You know how to protect yourself from unexpected chaos. You are prepared for what comes or what may come to you. It doesn't matter what it is. You're prepared. All right? Don't depend on others. So although it says that, I feel like you know who to depend on, and that gives you peace of mind. All right? You know how to rely on your intuition. Okay? You know that you could depend on God. All right? If anything else, yes, this journey that you are on, it feels like this is a solo act, meaning that at this stage of your life, I almost want to say it's lonely at the top because you are at a certain level in your life right now. You know that the people that were around you didn't do you any justice or didn't do you any good. They were too much of a risk for you. And because of that, you opened up a peace portal for yourself, okay? Like, it looks like she's dancing by herself and everything, standing alone. It looks like she's also looking at her accomplishments as well. Pile 1 could resonate with you. You could have just came from pile 1. She's giving like, yes, I'm in my beautiful dress. I'm in my pretty outfit. I feel good about myself. I feel good about the future ahead. Like, I am independent. I am doing the damn thing. All right. And that gives me the security that I need. Your security is peace of mind. All right. This is where your abundance is trying to find you, in your independence. All right. You are going to new heights. And because of that, you can't take people with you, certain people with you. You can't take old habits with you. You can't take old ways of things with you anymore. All right. This is not only about your abundance, but this is just about your movements. All right. Your energy is currency. All right. That is where your abundance is trying to find you. Let me see if I want to pull something else surrounding with your money, because I really didn't get money, finances, issues, something like that in your pile. But let me see if there's something else that we need to know about your abundance or finances, spirit. For pile 3, those watching pile 3. Okay, let's go. What else do we need to know about pile 3's abundance, their finances at this point? Where is abundance trying to find them this summer? Where is abundance trying to find them this summer? Where's, amen. This is giving, let's go back to you are sacred. All right. You see how peaceful she is. All right. She's following her intuition. She's peace of mind. She is patient with herself. She's, about to give birth to something. She knows this is precious. She knows this is sacred. All right. She is relying on her intuition, all that she has. All right. She herself is abundance. The Empress is big old abundance vibes. The Empress is the queen of all queens in tarot. She is Miss Independent herself, but also she's very mindful of where she spends her time and energy at. She is the epitome of I gotta like that, what have you. All right. Strong, big boss lady, boss man type of energy in this pile. I just wanted to pull that. I don't see any financial issues or concerns at all in this pile. But if you are looking to, I don't know, go to a casino, y'all, you could play the slots or the tables or whatever, but don't go overboard. All right. I feel like if you are that person who likes to go to casinos, be mindful of who is going with you. Set your intentions before you go to the casino and whatnot. That's just sidebar. Okay, but let's move on to the next topic I wanted to focus on as far as your spiritual development, your growth. What is spirit trying to awaken within you at this time? I feel like that was an important question for this summer coming up for you guys. Stop sensory overload. If too much is coming at you too fast, decrease your stimulation level. Take a break from people, independence, dim the lights, savor quietude. I love this. This is, again, peace of mind. So we are sacred in this pile. We are sacred beings in this pile. And that's because you know where to spend your energy at. All right. You are so careful about who is in your life, what is in your life, what you are feeding yourself at this time. That's so important. You are not depending on other people's perceptions of you or ideas of you. You are your own influencer, if you will. Stop sensory overload. You could also be taking the time out because you have peace of mind. You could be no phones type of person right now. No phone, no email dings, no nothing. All right. You're like, yeah, no, I'm not going over there to spend my energy with them or with this place anymore. No, my energy is sacred. I'm trying to be at peace of mind right here now. Okay? Things are happening for me. I know they are. I'm going to new levels. So I got to be careful how I treat myself or what I put into my body or what I'm watching. All right? You are so careful, meticulous with your energy right now. And I love that for you. Like I said, I love this pile's energy. All right? You know who you want to be. You know where you want to be at. And you are trusting God to deliver you. Okay? Now, I wanted to talk about love as well. Just touch on it a little bit as I've been doing with the other pals. And the question I wanted to ask, what truth about love, connection, or desire can you no longer ignore? So what can't you ignore about your love life, about your connections, about your relationships? What can you no longer ignore? Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. I absolutely love this. All right. You are or have already done the healing that needs to be done to be at this stage in your life right now. You are healing or have healed. Okay. You're always healing. You're always, doing shadow work. And, it's nonstop. There's layers to us sacred beings. All right. But healing, that's what you can't ignore about love. All right. Love is so healing for you. The love of self right now. You loving the skin that you're in right now. That's healing for you. Knowing that you know how to be patient right now. You know how to use your discernment. That is so healing for you right now. Like I said, you on a new level. And that is just so refreshing for you. It heals your soul. All right? And because you have healed, you are bearing like a whole life for you that is just legendary. You can't ignore that. You can't ignore how much you've gone through. You can't ignore how you have healed. You can't ignore how you have, put so much love and investment into yourself. Like, nope. Because I am in this state right now where I'm loving myself. I am, quote unquote, untouchable. All right? I got anonymity, so to speak. All right? That's what you can't ignore anymore. Loving yourself is so healing. And also knowing that the relationships that you are in right now, those are the ones that are bearing fruit for you. Those relationships are so loving, so healing for you that it's almost like they give you childlike energy. These relationships that you have in your life right now, those are very healing as well. All right. But nothing but good, loving vibes. Like the love you have for yourself and the love that you have with others is so healing. Okay. And that is so needed right now. Like I said, although you're independent, it takes a strong person to know themselves. It takes a strong person to understand that they need to have certain individuals in their life. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to move on to the last message in your Pile 3. If you stayed to the end, thank you so much. And I wanted to end your reading with a question, as I did with all the other piles. Are you truly prepared for what's coming next? And although this says conflict, no, I feel like because you have gone through certain things, you're at a point in your life where I said peace of mind. All right, you are making concerted effort to make sure that going forward, you don't have distractions. You're not, participating in anything that can give you a hard time. You're not participating in arguments anymore. You're not clashing with other people, okay? You are not participating in chaos, which what gives you peace of mind. I read energy. I just don't read cards, y'all. So, but I would say yes, a strong yes. As long as you stay focused, as long as you remember that you have to practice patience, all right? As long as you remember that through love, release, and inner reflection, you are finding peace. Your perspective is gentle and loving, and I approach each step with confidence. In moments of fear, I remain brave, okay? The battle is already won, basically. The inner conflict that you had with yourself is no longer. The conflict that you've had with others or places is no longer. All right? You are being the bigger person. You're realizing, like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I need a peace of mind. All right? So I would say, yes, you are prepared as long as you remember yourself. All right? That's so important. And with that being said, thank you all, Pile 3, for watching this video. If you feel like this pile resonated with you, let me know in the comments down below. I hope God grants you favor and peace. Until we meet again,